Okay, so welcome to the Auction Plus Media War, Mandy. We're really excited to have a chat with you this morning. Obviously, the issue on the tip of everyone's tongue here at LambEx is the live export of sheep ban. And you have some personal experience on ships, I believe. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah, so I'm an Australian accredited onboard stock person. So this has allowed me to sail on vessels from Fremantle to the Middle East, mainly Kuwait, Qatar and Jebel Ali, and also Oman. And we have world-leading animal welfare, and with our it is highly regulated live export now, and it is an industry that we can be incredibly proud of. I think there's a lot of negative connotations to it, but what it is today is it is an industry that us as Australians can be incredibly proud of, and it's just awesome to see. And the industry has gone above and beyond to create changes over the years to make it what it is today.
When did you first start in the role?
So Easter last year, so I've only actually been working on the boats for a year and a half now,
Yep.
but it's something that I've loved, and I've done, I think, 5 voyages in that time.
Yep. So what does a day look like for you on the ship?
So as a stocky, we're just there ensuring the overall animal welfare of the sheep and offering our advice. So I like to get up pretty early in the morning because we have meetings at 10 o'clock, so try and just see as many sheep as possible before then. I'll get up and start doing the rounds, checking pens, taking out any sheep that might be a little bit sick, or just, if in doubt, pull it out. And then we have hospital pens on every deck, and long haul voyages we have vets, so then the vet can come around and treat those as needed. Just ensuring, because they get fed almost it is on an ad lib basis, but it's twice a day sort of thing. So making sure that they're not getting through that feed too quickly, or if there's some that there might be an issue and they're not wanting to eat as much, or if there's too many fines, and just then communicating.
You're pretty much keeping a close eye on everything that they're doing then too.
Yeah.
So the first sign of illness would essentially be not eating food.
And there's crew, each deck has 2 crew members, and they're there. So every morning they clean the water troughs and do the feeding. And they themselves, if they identify any sick sheep, they'll either tell me or pull them out themselves. And then we're also helping sort of educate them and teach them on handling of the livestock.
So you find it quite rewarding?
Yes. And it's the cultural experience, and just to see, we're very privileged to grow up here in Australia, and just to go and meet people from different parts of the world, and they're always so respectful and so nice and good to work with, and they're eager to please, and everyone's there wants the best overall animal welfare benefits for the sheep.
Yep, honestly, that's finish. That's a long one. So the ban on the live export of sheep. There must be no one that's gone back in.
It's always doing it. It's just how they get back into.
I expect one round of it, and then it's like, get your butt in there or you miss out. Okay, I think we're good. So the ban on the live export of sheep, what does that mean for you personally?
For me, it's extremely frustrating, because I have seen, our animal welfare standards being put into practice on the boats, and I see that there is no grounds for the banning, and the proof is in the data and science. So for me, it's frustrating. As far as work goes, I can always find other work, but there's no cause for banning the live sheep trade. And also I work as an sheep husbandry contractor within Western Australia, so I go around to different farms, and I have seen the effect ever since the announcement of when the phase-out committee came, and the impact that has had on farmers and sheep producers, and the fear for the future of the industry.
How are farmers really coping on the ground at the moment?
Not well, and I think at least, well, with the Keep the Sheep campaign, that's given them an opportunity to sort of come to the rallies and feel like they can do something, because before it was just completely helpless, like they just got told that this was happening and there's nothing that they could do about it, whereas this is giving them an opportunity to stand up and fight and say, look, this is not right.
Yeah. So does the community feel like they've been listened to?
No, not from the government anyway, but yeah, especially no one's come and seen WA, no one's come to WA, no one's come to talk to producers, and you know, it affects Western Australia family and communities, but it also affects the whole of Australia, because if people get out of sheep in Western Australia, which they are doing, because well, if there's no future in sheep, and especially because the way that farming systems are in Western Australia, the live export is an important outlet market. And you know, when I think it was only a few years ago, we got record numbers of breeding ewes come over here, so that the eastern states could restock, and you know, if we don't have sheep in Western Australia, well then that affects the restocking ability here, because you know, we can have completely different seasons.
So you have a great social handle called Rattle Your Dags, is that right? Do you use that to advocate for the industry? Why is that so important to you?
We all have a story to tell and to share, and if we don't share our story, then no one's going to see it. And I think people do sort of, and after COVID, people sort of want that more connection to food and agriculture, and seeing what we do and why we do it, and it's important to also use your shared values and have conversations with people, and that's just telling our story, what we do and why we do it.
Yep. Fantastic. And you'd encourage others to do the same? Or
absolutely.
It's quite a groundswell at the moment.
And we've all got a story to tell, and I think people do want to know more about where their food comes from and what's the process of the product's life cycle, I guess.
Yeah. And then just to finish up, just if you could give that one key message, one key story to the government, to the decision makers, what would be that key message you'd like to get across?
Live export is ethical, and it is extremely crucial to Western Australian farmers, and it's crucial to positive animal welfare outcomes for worldwide. Like, we are having a positive influence in market for good animal welfare practices. Without live export, we don't have that influence.
Perfect. Wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yeah, thank you.